What up, dudes? Hey, so in having this little injury thing I've been going through, um, it's really got me thinking because I've heard several people say it, and it caught my consciousness, and I heard it, and you know what they said? They said to me this. They said, "Well, you're getting older," and I'm upset that I even heard that. I really am, because I don't want to think that way, to be able to accept the idea that you're just getting older, and I think I heard that in a recent Nine Club interview or something like that, where some skater was talking about the fact that they tore the meniscus in the knee or something like that, and the doctor's looking at him like, hey, there's no point in getting it fixed, man. You're 54, and that whole idea, that's lame, I don't want to think of things like that. I mean, so what? I'm going to be 50 in May, but I'm not even near done. I saw a Instagram post from one of the local dudes I skate here with, a ripper, and he shared a guy, 73, I think it was, or 72, that was getting around in like a ditch on like banks and kick turning and skating through, man. And it was like, God, that was so rad. So, I think it's fair. I think this, your health matters and your fitness matters. And I think if you're in your 50s and you're fat and you got a beer gut, and, I think you need to change that. Sure, you can skate, and if everything goes your way, good, right? Good, that's rad. But why not get your body in shape? Why not bring the weight down? Why not strengthen your hip flexors or your what did I call it before? Adjunctor? Adjunct? I don't know what it's called, but there's a lot of little muscles and tendons and joints and things like that don't see a lot of activity from some of us people that don't work out regularly and don't lead as active a lifestyle. We want to come out on the weekend to just shred a skateboard, and it's not really the best way to think. And I think that this injury for me has really showed me that weekend, if you want to be that weekend warrior, you should be that midweek worker too, Get out there and do some new exercises. Now, this whole thing started for me from my first ab set at the gym. And so, hey, go into it slow, work your way up, and start to strengthen some of these other muscles. Be conscious of what you're eating and your weight, because if you're carrying a lot of guts in your stomach and you fall into a bowl and you have this abrupt landing, I mean, you don't want your guts to pop through your skin and give you some gnarly hernia. So get the weight off. That being said, there's also a risk and reward we got to consider at the bowl. And I know a lot of older guys my age, they stay under the coping. Now, when we say under the coping, it's probably not hitting the coping at all. When I say under the coping, I'm like talking except for two wheels, right? Most of your grinds are like one wheel or two wheels, but you're not getting out on top of the coping. You're not doing any stand-up grinds. You're not doing any roll-ins or, things like that. The real under the coping, obviously you're not touching any coping at all. And it's probably pretty safe, but all the same, risk versus reward. I'm really hung up on that, and I think where I'm going to add not only risk versus reward on tricks, but I think what also needs to be in there is risk versus reward based on your level of fitness, right? Have you been working out? How are you cardiovascularly? How's your health? How are you eating? Are you drinking enough? Are you getting electrolytes? Do you have enough energy for the day? I mean, these are all things you got to think about. I mean, that day, I was mostly teaching Killian. I tried some kick flips. I had the first panic attack of my life. You know what? The other night, I dreamt about that. And I always am close to God in my dreams. And I always like, oh yeah, I knew I was dreaming. It was like a vivid dream. I knew I was dreaming it and I knew it wasn't real. So I quickly got a grip on it and cast it away, But dude, that's some scary crap. And that to me was a sign that I need to clean up the rest of my life, right? My thoughts. So I got my kids sitting here next to me. So I don't abuse alcohol. I don't have any real problems, but as an adult man, there's one little issue. And being raised a hardcore Christian in my life, I impose a lot of mental punishment if I break, right? Because I'm really strict on myself about it, and I haven't been as strict. And it's like karma. Do unto others as you'd have done unto yourself. And I think on some level, karma is sort of self-imposed. It's this belief that we've been programmed with that if we do something bad's going to attack us, right? This is what I think is wrong with Christianity, teaching that there's this entity called Satan that has red horns and lives below the dirt, right? And he's coming out from underneath your bed at night to get you. That is bullshit. There's no Satan. It doesn't talk about that in the Bible at all, right? This is a picture they've given to us from the preachers, the teachers. And it's not true. It's not biblical. There is no Satan. There's your own thoughts. There's the things you impose upon yourself, Sure, biblically, do good. It's good versus evil, or God versus devil. Do good, Be that person in yourself, and don't think that something can take you like that. And I feel like I might have experienced that on this channel, that panic attack, because I can help some people out there. Like, I have a foundation big enough and strong enough that I can combat something like that rather easily. And I want you guys to know, if you're going through something like that, I got a heavy heart. I got a heavy heart for you. It's terrible. And I want to just inspire you right now to change the way you think about things. It's your thoughts. And if you need to go with a karma type thing, like I clearly think if your mind's going to be down in the gutter and you're going to think about the flesh or things of the flesh. Now, when I say in flesh, I'm also talking about this carbon world that we live in, Keep your mind on things higher than that. And also, the worldly meaning flesh, definitely get your mind out of the gutter. If you could not think about things like that anymore and never have a panic attack again, would you do it? Because I think it's related. And you know what? Program belief, maybe. But you know what? I want to be healthy and I want to be a high quality person. And I don't want to be, I've never wanted to be. And I think that's why I feel like God's always been with me, always put me first. Like, I never have to fear. Like, this injury right now, it's gone. And I know it's gone. And I just got into a low vibration for a while, and it's time to fix it, So I've lost some weight. I got back on keto. I'm doing good. But I'm understanding this thing as a whole, If I want to skateboard at the level I want to skateboard, I got to eat a certain way. And I should exercise a certain way. And in doing that, those things are placebo things, right? Because down deep, I understand that everything is made up of atoms. which is air, which is thought. The double slit experiment proves it to me. So, but those are placebos. If I do the exercise and I eat right and I get the weight off, then in my mind, I'm going to be more physically fit and physically able to do the things that I need to do, you know? If you smoke cigarettes your whole life and you always think that cigarette smoking is going to kill you, you're going to die from it. But there's always those stories, right? The exceptions to the rule of those people that smoked until they're 80, 90 every day, and they just kept on living. And we just don't give enough credit to our beliefs. So, and that's all a panic attack is. It's belief. Give yourself the placebo. Even if it's not scientifically proven, just say it. Fake it till you make it, right? As a man thinks in his heart, so he shall be. Know God's on your side. Say God's on your side. If it takes God to get you through something like that, use it. If it takes drinking Gatorade to know that you're going to keep hydrated so that you don't have a panic attack when you're skateboarding, do it, you know? I feel like the result of that was me thinking about the flesh and letting that bugger get back in there, you know? And that's a lot to admit on a YouTube channel, but you know, it's something that I'm not, you know, it is what it is. And I'm raising the bar. And for some reason, I'm sharing this because I feel like there's a lot of guys out there that need to hear this too, you know? Let's raise the bar. We can do better. We can be better parents. You know, we can eat better. We can exercise more. We can get up off the couch. We can live a longer, happier, healthier life. You know, that thing I shared the other day. It was, I don't even want to say his name. You know, that comedian guy that's been banned everywhere on social media? He's out there. He's loopy, way out in left field. He shared those memes I put up about the kid that his dad wanted to take him out and show him a rich family. And the kid basically showed him how that his life actually sucked. That's heavy, you know? Let's do more. Let's share this time with our children and appreciate every day that we have and live it to the fullest. And you know what? Don't be spending hours looking at some material that isn't going to edify your life at all. You know, it's going to drive a wedge in between things. You know, it's going to plant a dark seed in your life that's not going to bring up any fruit. It isn't. So, all right, guys, I know that's heavy right now, but I love you dudes, man. And guy, gal, child, kid, whoever's watching me, let's raise the bar. You know, let's raise the bar in our thinking, and let's have manners. Please, turn the cell phone down. Don't use the cell phone in a restaurant, man. You make a guy like me huff and puff about it. All right, we love you. Late.